Doing a little soaping this morning. Just letting my shea butter melt down. Shea butter has a tendency to get crumbly if you heat it too much, so I heat my primary hard oils up first, and then I will just kind of melt my shea butter in the warm oils, and that way there's no crumbling. I have my milk cream here, my kaolin clay and my oats, my fragrance oil, and I'm going to do jasmine red and bright blue. So I'm just letting my oils melt down a little bit, the rest of the butters. You want to make sure you're within 10 degrees of your lye solution in your oils. And my lye's over here been sitting for a minute, so. How's everyone this morning? Hello, how are you guys? Hey Leslie, good to see you all. I get asked all the time, do I, get impatient trying to melt down my shea butter? I don't. This is kind of relaxing to me. So once I get it all melted down, I'm going to transfer it into this, because when I add my water and my lye solution, this is not going to be large enough. And then I'll split it off for colors. Is everyone having a good week? Sorry, it's so quiet. I don't have any music. This is very peaceful to me and it relaxes me, so I love it when I can do this. I'm just letting my shea butter melt ever so gently. It's almost there. I got one mold here, and then I'm going to do maybe some extra embeds for a soap I want to do with some shells and some stars for an ocean breeze fragrance that I created. Good morning, partly cloudy. Thank you all for stopping in. I really, really appreciate it. So I used a 5% fat. I reduced mine by 5%, and then because I used the cream. And I don't know if this fragrance is going to create a thick trace, quick trace, or change my colorant. And I'm going to go mostly white with the pink or the jazzberry and blue. So I will only add the fragrance to the white in case it discolors it and I need to add some more titanium dioxide. I don't want it to discolor my brighter colors. Good morning, Miss Benigna. Thank you for stopping in, doll. I really appreciate you showing the love and support. Everyone's been asking about Dave. He's doing good this week. You know, he goes back for his next chemo in 9 days, on my birthday. So I'm not real happy about that. I'm also taking the time to melt this shea butter down. One, because like I said, shea butter has a tendency to crumble when you heat it. So I add it to my warm oils and let it dissolve that way. And then I want my lye solution and water to be within 10 degrees of this oil, and I know this oil is about 117, and I think I'm about 98 on my lye. So we're just going to cool it off too at the same time. And I will add my, I used kaolin clay and oatmeal and my cream to this. Once it's all melted, then we'll go ahead and whip it up. It's pretty good. So I'm just going to transfer this into this bucket. I don't care how much you scrape, you never can get it all, you know? So I always weigh like just a little tiny bit extra. I'm going to grab my lye. I added my silk peptide in here too, so I always strain it. And my sodium lactate. I'm just going to give that a really quick stir. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my clays. And I'm going to give this a quick stick blend. I'm just pushing down some of my clays. I'm going to go ahead and add in my cream. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this off before I add my fragrance, because I'm going to pour off for the blue and the jasmine. And I don't need much of that. So I'm going to add my titanium dioxide in here for white. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance to my white, and today I am using Blooming Jasmine. And I've never used this fragrance, so I don't know if it accelerates trace or changes anything. That's why I didn't add it to my colors. Ooh, that smells lovely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my colors. I'm going to add jasmine red, and I'm going to add bright blue color. Okay, I'm just going to mix these up really quick. Beautiful colors, beautiful. Okay, so let's get to pouring, shall we? This is my white. I'm just going to give it a quick stir. I want you guys to be able to see. Messy Marvin. I'm always a messy Marvin. I like the fragrance. It's performing beautifully. It's not accelerating trace in any way. I'm just going to mix this just a tiny bit. Excuse me, you guys. I always make a little extra when I want to make like embeds, because I want to create some kind of soap with, I don't know, some kind of star or something on it. Pretty full. I think I'm going to use the rest for another, these embeds over here, different color. And we'll do a swirl this way. And we'll turn it around. And we'll do a swirl the other way. We'll let it sit for a second while I pour some of these, and then I will do a little bit of design on the top. I kind of want to save a little bit of the blue though. I'm gonna do some blue stars. Just smells good. Smells amazing. I'm gonna fill up this whole mold because it takes a whole mold to do one loaf, so that everybody gets and you know, a pretty star. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think I'm going to drop this one in the blue as a drop swirl and make a flower. Let me spray that baby. Okay. I like these. Waste not, want not, right? I'm just sprinkling more on the soap that's left in the container. And then I'm going to mix the white over here. Oh, it's purple. Purple. It's going to be blue when it cures. I think I want to make some butterflies. Some butterflies to match my stars. Okay, let's do some butterflies. I really love soaping at this temperature because you get an opportunity to really play with your designs. So we'll do some butterflies. I'm gonna do some shells too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting to set. Gives you lots of time to work with your product. I love that. And we'll fill up the rest of these. And I believe I can get one more, maybe two. Do any of you guys make soap? I'm always looking for new recipes if anybody knows of any. And that is it, guys. I'm gonna give that bigger loaf a little bit of a swirl again on top. So I did some stars, some shells, some butterflies, a few flowers. And I'm gonna loop this again in the, just on the top, not very far. I really love how much time this fragrance gave me to work with my my soap patterns, because I'm trying a new recipe which gives you more lather and a harder bar that lasts longer. Because right now my bars are they're about 45% hardness. Oop. That was not good. I always make a mess. Messy Marvin. But I think, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's what part of the fun is making the mess. Because then it's kind of like I don't know, reminds me of when I was a kid and I would play outside. You know, when you played outside as a kid in the sandbox or something, you guys, you remember doing that? So I have some purple hearts and some purple shells. And I'm just going to kind of lightly go over the top of this so everything is even. Yep. And this is just alcohol, 99% alcohol, guys. The fragrance oil I used was Blooming Jasmine. This will take about 24 hours and then I'll cut it. And that's it, guys. You got any questions? If you have any questions, please let me know. It's 9 o'clock and I finished in just the right amount of time. I have an appointment today. I'm going to go into San Luis and see if I can't get my artwork started for my tattoo for my son's cancer. And I'll bring you a little closer so you can see the pattern on top. I can't lift it up, but I will show you guys the cutting. I'll do the cutting tomorrow live for you guys. And then I did the flowers, the butterflies, and the shells, and the stars. Any questions? Hi, Crystal. It's not that hard, you guys. How are you, doll? This is, like I said, I'm trying a new recipe, and I changed my oil up just a little bit, and I added stearic acid, which I always do, and I added silk peptides in the lye water, which makes the bar really hard. I did a 5% fat water discount. I always over measure a little tiny bit on my oils, and the reason I do that is because I know scraping those containers, I never get them all. You know, I'm always missing like maybe, I don't know, 0.1, 0.2 of the oil. So now I am just going to wrap these gals with cellophane, and then I'm going to put them to bed. So let me grab some cellophane. Hi, Iron. This one's already hardening. I just put a little bit of, how are you, doll? Cellophane over the tops of them. I already know I'm going to love this size, the hardness of this bar. My bars are about a 45% hardness right now. I don't want to do that yet. I'll put a board over her. I'll wait till I wrap them until they dry just a little bit. By the time I get out of my shower, they'll be dry and they'll be fine. So I'm just going to set some of these here on this board so I can take them in my soaping room and put them on the rack. And I'll come back and get them, guys. How are you guys doing today? If you give me a second, I'll take a rip with you. Let me grab my piece. So I asked you guys the question if anybody has actually made soap. I love it. It's so fucking relaxing for me. So relaxing. You were looking at transplanting videos? Never. I don't know, there's something about it that's relaxing. You know how when people draw, like flowers, she draws? And that's really relaxing to her. Soaping is really relaxing to me. I mean, if you come in my kitchen, you'll find as much soaping shit as you will everything else. Hi, Doc. I didn't see you, doll. Yeah, I know I'm going to love this recipe because it's already hard and I'm going to probably be able to unmold it really quickly. Cheers, you guys. I can't wait to see the inside. You ordered what? A new hand mixer? Like a immersion blender, like this immersion blender. I just bought this immersion blender for $3.99 at the thrift store, and I wanted to try it and see how it worked. It did really well. I have a really powerful 500 watt, but it sometimes accelerates my trace in my soaps really quickly. So I wanted to try this one for $3.99. Cheers, iron. Fuck. And this is a brawn, and those are good. Those are good. There's some that I have, you know, bought relatively cheap that are shitty, and that I wasn't real happy with. I usually will use like a little coffee frother to do my colors, but I do my colors differently now, and it's been working out for me, so I haven't pre-mixed any colors prior to putting them in here. So this soap here that looks purple right now, these stars and these shells, they'll be the same color blue that I used in the soap here, and I may be able to just do some topping on this soap if I want to, but I don't know. I'll think about that and see. But I try to keep myself as cleanliness next to godliness, but it's sometimes so hard because I am a messy Marvin. It's like playing in the dirt, man. I love it. I love it. And now my soap will go through, you know, gel phase and get warm on the bottom. So I'll put them to bed and leave them there for probably 24 hours. So I really appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you. Playing in the dank. I love playing in the dank. That's so cool. You guys are so nice. So nice. I do this for you guys, you know. I make these soaps regular too, you guys. You can buy these soaps, big ass fucking bars for your kids. I make them for baby showers and things like that too. They're so supporter of Oil of Olay, and I could not convert him for the life of me, right? And so I finally gave him a hemp and CBD bar made of coconut oil and colloidal oats and some other really nice yummies that I put in it. And guess what's in his shower now? Nothing but my bars. In fact, he's using a pink and white one right now because I told him he can't have any other ones. So this recipe that I created last night, I came up with this recipe because I have a 45% hardness. I love that about it. 45% hardness is great. Hi, Debo. And I just wanted to see if I could get it like maybe, I did. I think I went to 52% hardness. So we'll see. It might just be 50.9, but it came out on my lie calculator and everything that the hardness, I think I went up by like almost, I don't know, I want to say maybe 3%, 4%, we'll see. So if I was I'm already at 45 with my recipe, so if I went up 4, then that's good. I just, you know, sometimes like when I make these regular bars, these will last you fucking forever. I go to some of my friends' houses and they still have bars like that I've made for them sitting on their sink that they wash their hands with. That's what they use one of them for or something. And they do last a long time, and that's what I love about them. So I was trying to get them. I do all medicated ones as well, but I do regular bars too. This is a regular bar right here. These are regular bars. And I do infused CBD hemp bars, THC/CBD bar where I'll do half and half. Half the bar will be THC, half will be CBD. And you just split the batter and you batter. I don't know why someone's calling me. Never fails, I come online and someone's trying to call me. So, okay guys, well I've got to go into town because I have an appointment at 10, but I did want to come out here and share this soaping with you guys this morning. There is the girl. She's all pretty. She's all pretty. I can't wait to cut her open and see what they look like inside. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Please do me a favor on your way out. Hit that thumbs up. Share this video because Google loves to see that. Make sure that you're 18 and older and you're abiding by Google and YouTube's guidelines in the community. They're trying to get it right, you guys. They really, really are trying to get it right. And they just don't know where to put us. So let's just buck up and show them where to put us, right? I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming in and sharing my soaping recipe with me. I will do a live tomorrow at the same time, cutting. How's that? So I'll cut it in 24 hours on live tomorrow morning. You guys have a blessed day. One plant, one love, one tree, right?